Hello student, today's topic is quadrilateral and properties of quadrilateral. Now what is meant by quadrilateral? A closed figure which having four vertices A, B, C, D called as the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral having four sides, side AB, side BC, side CD, side AD. Quadrilaterals have four angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. Quadrilaterals have two diagonals, diagonal BD, diagonal AC. There are 10 parts of the quadrilateral, that is four side, four angle and two diagonal. The name of the quadrilateral can be written as quadrilateral, symbol of the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Or we can write D, B, C, D, C, B, D, B, A. Quadrilateral, start with B, B, C, D, A. Or quadrilateral, A, D, C, B. Total 8 times. Different type we can write the name of the quadrilateral. By using the 8 different ways, we can write the name of the quadrilateral. Now, four angle of the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral ABCD having the four angle, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360. The sum of all the angles of quadrilateral is 360. Now, opposite sides, AD opposite to side BC, AB opposite to CD. These are the pair of opposite side. Now, pair of opposite angle, angle A, angle C, angle B and angle D. These are the opposite angle. Opposite sides are AD opposite to side BC, AB opposite side CD. These are the opposite side. Opposite angle, angle A and angle C. Second pair, angle B and angle D. These are the opposite angles. We can write the adjacent side also. AB, side AB, adjacent side of AB is side AD or side BC. Adjacent side of CD is angle side BC or side AD. These are the adjacent side. Now, types of the quadrilateral. First type is parallelogram. This figure, quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. Now, what is meant by parallelogram? A quadrilateral which having the opposite sides are parallel called as the parallelogram. PS, side PS, parallel side QR, side PQ, parallel side SR. A quadrilateral having the opposite sides are parallel called as the parallelogram. These parallel sides PS and QR is parallel, PQ and SR is parallel side. Now properties of this parallelogram. Number one property, sides, opposite sides are congruent. Number two, opposite sides are congruent. Number two, opposite angles are congruent. That is P congruent R, Q congruent angle S. Number three, diagonals. Now about the diagonal. Diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals are bisect each other. Diagonals intersect at point O. And these are the equal distance. PO equal to OR, that is bisect the diagonal. OQ equal to OS, bisect the diagonal. Diagonals are bisect each other. Bisect means two equal parts. If PR equal to 10, if PR equal to 10, then PO and OR half of the 10, 5, 5. If QS equal to 12, OQ 6 centimeter, OS 6 centimeter, that is diagonals are bisect each other. Now what is parallelogram? A quadrilateral having opposite sides are parallel is called parallelogram. Main property of parallelogram: opposite sides are congruent, opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, and diagonals are bisect each other. The parallelogram is divided into three parts. Number one, a parallelogram may be rectangle, it may be square, it may be rhombus. Rectangle is also parallelogram, square is also parallelogram, rhombus is the also parallelogram. Rectangle, square and rhombus are the types of quadrilateral. These three quadrilateral are also parallelogram. So property of this parallelogram: opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, diagonal bisect each other. In rectangle, square, rhombus, three properties of this parallelogram is seen in the rectangle, square and rhombus also. Now next type is rectangle. If all the angles of quadrilateral is right angle, called as the rectangle. This whiteboard is also rectangle. Our compass box is in rectangle shape. Our book is in rectangle shape. There are so many windows. Window is in rectangle shape. This is the rectangle. Opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are congruent. Parallelogram, the properties of parallelogram is also in the rectangle. The opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are congruent. And diagonal bisect each other. But one more property is diagonals are congruent. Diagonals are congruent. So all these parts A, B, C, D is a rectangle and diagonal is AC and BD. AC equal to BD. These diagonals are congruent. So and bisect each other. So AO distance, OC distance equal to BO distance and OD distance. All these lengths are equal. Diagonals are bisect each other. Diagonals are congruent. There are four properties. Number one property: opposite sides are congruent. And parallel. Opposite angles are congruent. Same as in the parallelogram. Number three, diagonals are bisect each other. And number four, diagonals are congruent. Then what is the difference between parallelogram and rectangle? All angle of rectangle is right angle and both the diagonals are congruent. In parallelogram, this angle may be or may not be a 90 degree. But each parallelogram is a rectangle. Each rectangle is a parallelogram. Each rectangle is also a parallelogram. But each parallelogram may not be rectangle. Each rectangle is a parallelogram, but each parallelogram may not be rectangle. Because I draw the parallelogram, the angle is not here 90 degree. So it is not a rectangle. But rectangle is a parallelogram, always parallelogram. Next type is square. If all sides and all the angles are congruent, the quadrilateral is a square. Now properties of square. Look at this picture. All sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Each side is congruent to other side. All angles are right angle. Diagonals are equal in length. Diagonal bisect each other. So all parts are equal. PO, OR, OQ, OS. All four parts are equal because diagonals are congruent. Now, extra property of these diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Here is the 90 degree. Angle is 90. POS 90. SOR 90. The diagonals are bisect each other, but diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. This angle is 90. Next is rhombus. All sides of quadrilateral are congruent, then the quadrilateral is called as the rhombus. All sides are equal. Then what is the difference between the square and the rhombus? In square, all angles are right angle, but here opposite sides are only congruent. All sides are equal, but opposite angles are congruent, not 90 degree. In square, diagonals are perpendicular bisector, same as the rhombus also. The diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other, but in square, diagonals are congruent. In rectangle, diagonals are congruent, but in rhombus, diagonals are in different length. In parallelogram also, diagonals are different in length. So, diagonal and also diagonal bisect the opposite angle. If suppose angle A is 120, angle C is also 120, opposite angles are congruent, and because of this diagonal, the 120 divided into two equal parts, 60 degree, 60 degree. Diagonals are bisector of the angles, opposite angles. Next type is trapezium. If only one pair of the quadrilateral is parallel, then the quadrilateral is called as the trapezium. Here, AD and BC, side AD, parallel side BC. But AB and CD are not a parallel side. Only one pair of the side is parallel, called as the trapezium. In trapezium, AD parallel to BC, these are the parallel lines, and AB is a transversal. DC is also called as a transversal. So interior angle A and angle B are the interior angle. And you know that interior angles are supplementary. So angle A plus angle B is 180 because these are the interior angle. In parallel line, you know that parallel lines and their transversal interior angles are formed, and interior angle, the sum of the interior angle is 180. Similar way, C and D, C plus angle D equal to 180 also, but these two angles are not a supplementary angle. B and C are not a supplementary angle. Next is isosceles trapezium. In the trapezium, if the non-parallel sides are congruent, that is AB congruent to BC, then the quadrilateral is called as the isosceles trapezium. So PQRS is a trapezium and PQ congruent with SR. So this is called as the isosceles trapezium, and the Q and R are congruent angles. Q and R are the congruent angle. and the sum of these two angles are 180. So angle P congruent angle S also. Next is the kite. If one diagonal is perpendicular bisector of the other diagonal, then the quadrilateral is called the kite. This is the kite. PR perpendicular to QS. These two diagonals are perpendicular, but only one diagonal is bisect. Only one diagonal QO equal to OS. PO is not equal to OR. Only one diagonal is perpendicular bisector. So this quadrilateral is called the kite. PQ congruent with PS and QR congruent with RS. Practice set 3.6. How many elements are needed to construct a quadrilateral? If 4 sides and 1 diagonal is given, that is 5, or 2 diagonal, 3 sides are given, or 3 angle or 2 sides are given, then we construct the quadrilaterals. So 5 elements must be given to construct a quadrilateral. How many minimum axis of symmetry does a kite have? This is the kite, and we have to fold this paper in so that there is the symmetry. If I fold in this way, at this diagonal, if I fold this diagonal, then there is the symmetry. 2 equal parts are made. If I fold this at this diagonal, no 2 equal parts are formed. So there is only one symmetry in the kite. So option is option number 4. The measure of an angle of a parallelogram is 55. Parallelogram. Measure of the one angle is 55. What is the measure of its adjacent angle? Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. Adjacent angle A or adjacent angle is C. In parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. The sum of these two angles is 180. So angle A plus angle B equal to 180. This is also supplementary angle A and B, or take B or B and C. A and B are the adjacent angle. We have to find the angle A. 55 equal to 180. So angle A equal to 180 minus 55. 125. So our answer is option number 1. 125. Sum of these two angles is 180. Or sum of B or C is 125. Sum of these two angles is 180. Adjacent angle of 55 is 125. Next question is, the side of square is 32 centimeter. What is the length of its diagonal? The length of diagonal equal to formula. Use the formula. Length of diagonal equal to diagonal of square. What is that formula? Formula is √2 into side. So √2 into side is 32. Our answer is 32 √2 centimeter. So option number 3 is correct answer. Next is question number 5. If the non-congruent diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other at right angle, then what is the type of quadrilateral? We learn all the type of quadrilateral and properties of quadrilateral. Rectangle, both the diagonals are congruent, but here written as the non-congruent, so this option is wrong. Square, both the diagonals are congruent, this option is also so cancel. Fourth is kite. Kite is not a parallelogram, so our answer is rhombus. In rhombus, the diagonals are of different length, but they are perpendicular bisector of each other. Our answer is option number 2. Next question. all the pair of adjacent sides of quadrilateral are congruent, then what is the type of the quadrilateral? Pair of adjacent sides of quadrilateral are congruent. In rhombus, all sides are congruent. So, pair of the adjacent side are also congruent. In square also, adjacent sides are, all sides are congruent. So, adjacent side are also congruent. But in trapezium and in parallelogram, only opposite sides are parallel and equal in parallelogram. So this option is wrong. So two options, rhombus and square, are the correct alternative. Question number 7. Which of the following quadrilateral does not have the property of opposite angle and opposite sides being congruent? Rhombus, opposite side and opposite angles are congruent. Square, opposite side and opposite angles are congruent. In rectangle also, all sides are opposite sides are equal and all angles are congruent. So this option having the property opposite side and opposite angles are congruent. But in trapezium, opposite angles are not equal. So our option is answer is option number 2. Now next question. Which of the following statements are true? There are some properties of the rhombus are given. The opposite angles of a rhombus are congruent. This is the right property. The diagonal of a rhombus are congruent. No. In the rhombus, diagonals are of unequal length. So this option is wrong. The diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at right angle. This option is correct. All the angles of rhombus are congruent. Wrong. Opposite angles are congruent. So A and C are the correct options. So answer is option number 3. A and C is the correct. Next question. Which figure is formed by joining two congruent isosceles right angle triangle at their hypotenuse? Option are rhombus, trapezium, kite and square. Here is two isoscale right angle triangle. If we join it with its hypotenuse, which figure is formed? That is the square. Our answer is square. Next question. Diagonal of square is 12 root 2 centimeter. Then what is its perimeter? Diagonal is 12 centimeter. First upon we have to find the side of the square. And formula for that, side of square equal to 1 upon root 2 into diagonal. 1 upon root 2 into diagonal is 12 root 2. Numerator root 2, denominator root 2 cancel. So answer is 12 centimeter. So side of the square is 12 centimeters. So perimeter of square equal to 4 into side. 4 into 12, 48 centimeter. So our answer is option number 3. Next question is question number 11. Following are the groups of ratios of 4 angles of a quadrilateral. These ratios are given. Which quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral? And there are 4 options are given. We have to check all the options. Now what is the cyclic quadrilateral? A quadrilateral which having the 4 vertex is on the circle. All the vertices is on the circle called as the cyclic quadrilateral. And properties of the cyclic quadrilateral is opposite angles are supplementary. Opposite angles are supplementary. Sum of the opposite angles is 180. Then the quadrilateral is cyclic quadrilateral. First upon check this one option. 2's 3, 3's 5, 5's is to 6. Now common multiple is x. So first angle is 2x, second is 3x, third is 5x and fourth is 6x, and you know that all sum of this all the angle is 360. Total is 5, 16x equal to 360. So x equal to 360 divided by 16 equal to 12.5. Now find out all the angles. 2x equal to 2 into 22.5, that is 45. 3x, 3 into 22.5. 5x, 5 into 22.5. 6x, 6 into 22.5. Multiply all this and multiplication is 67.5, 112 and 5, 135. Now sum of the alternate angle is must be 180. But here is sum is 157.5. The sum of these two angle is 202.5. So opposite angles are not supplementary. So this option is wrong. This is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Now second, check the second option. 2's 1, 1's 4, 4's 5, 2x plus 1x plus 4x plus 5x and sum of all the angle is 360. Now sum is 12x equal to 360. So x equal to 360 divided by 12, that is 30. Find out all four angles. 2x equal to 2 into 30, 60. 1x equal to 1 into 30, 30. 4x equal to 4 into 30, 120. And 5x equal to 5 into 30, 130, 150. Now, opposite angles alternate are the opposite angle. These are the 60 and 120. Addition is 180. 30 and 50 addition is 180. That is opposite angles are supplementary. So this is the correct answer. This ratio of a quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. You check other two options also, but correct answer is second one. Do yourself. Next question. Given figure is an isosceles trapezium. If measure of BAD is 80, then find the measure of CDE. We have to find the measurement of exterior angle of the trapezium. This is the isosceles trapezium. That is, the non-parallel sides are congruent. So these two sides are congruent. So base angle is also congruent. So angle A equal to angle D equal to 80. And you know that the exterior angle makes the linear pair to the interior angle. So angle ADC plus angle CDE equal to 180. Here is the linear pair. This angle, interior angle is 80. So CDE equal to 180 minus 80 equal to 100. So our answer is option number 1, 100. Next is the length and breadth of rectangle is given. Then find the perimeter. Now first of all, you must know the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle equal to, perimeter means sum of the all sides, sum of the length of the all sides. And you know that opposite sides are equal in length. So 2 into length plus 2 into breadth. Here is the length, 2 length and 2 breadth. The sum of 2 length and 2 breadth, that is the formula is 2 into length plus 2 into breadth, or if we take common 2, length plus breadth. Now put the value of length. Length is 5x minus 7y minus 10. Now plus, put the breadth. Breadth is 2x minus 4y plus 5. Now addition of the like terms. 5x plus 2x, 7x. 5x plus 2x, 7x. minus 7y and minus 4y, equal sign addition, minus 11y, minus 10 plus 5, sign are different, so subtraction, 10 minus 5, 5, greater number is minus, so minus 5. So multiplication of 2 into 7x, 14x. 2 into minus 11y, minus 22y. 2 into minus 5, minus 10. So our answer is option number 2. Now next question. In the adjoining figure, ABCD is a square and CE 20 centimeter and DE 16 centimeter. So first of all, find the value of CD by using the Pythagoras theorem. Here, first of all, find the CD. This is the right angle triangle EDC. In triangle EDC, major angle D equal to 90. By Pythagoras theorem. Find out the DC. That is CE square, hypotenuse side square, this side square equal to DE square plus DC square. 20 square equal to 16 square plus DC square. This is the Pythagoras theorem. 20 square 400, 16 square 256 equal to DC square. This goes to left hand side, 400 minus 256 equal to DC square. So DC square equal to 144. So by taking square root, DC equal to under root of 144, that is 12 centimeter. Now this is the 12 centimeter. And quadrilateral ABCD is a square. And we have to find the diagonal of the square. And you know that if the side is given, diagonal of square equal to formula, use the formula, diagonal of the square equal to root 2 into side. So root 2 into side is 12, answer is 12 root 2. Answer is, this diagonal is 12 root 2 centimeter. So option number 3 is the correct answer. Use the formula, diagonal of square equal to root 2 into side. Next question. Quadrilateral ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. B angle 2x and D angle is 3x. Then what is the angle of major angle ABC? ABC, we have to find this angle. This angle is 2x. Now, use the property of the cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Means opposite angle, sum of the opposite angle is 180. Angle B plus angle D equal to 180. Put the values, 2x plus 3x equal to 180, 5x equal to 180. So find the value of x. 180 divided by 5, 36. So x equal to 36. Now angle ABC equal to 2x, that is 2 into 36, 72. Option number 4. Now question number 16. ABCD is a rhombus and ray AO and BO are the bisector of angle A and B respectively. This AO and BO are the angle bisector. You know the property that the diagonals of the rhombus are bisector of the opposite angles. That is, diagonal bisect the opposite angle. So this is the diagonal also. If we increase the ray, then it is the diagonal. That is, AO and BO are the parts of the diagonal, and diagonals are bisect each other at right angle, perpendicular bisector. So measure angle AOB equal to 90 degree. So in triangle, now we have to find the addition of these two angles, that is this angle and this angle. So in triangle AOB, sum of the three angle is 180. That is angle AOB plus angle OAB plus angle OBA equal to 180, and this is the 90 degree. So addition of these two angles are asked. 90 goes here, minus angle OAB plus angle OBA equal to 180 minus 90, that is 90. So our answer is option number 3. Next question. A diagonal of rectangle is 17 centimeter. Length of one side is 15 centimeter. Then find the perimeter of the rectangle. You must first calculate the length of other side. Suppose here is the rectangle which having the length 17 centimeter and diagonal is 17, length is 15. First of all, we have to find the length, breadth of the rectangle, this one AB. We have to find the AB. By Pythagoras theorem, by using the Pythagoras theorem, AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. One side is given, diagonal is given. To find the another side, find the side of AB. 17 square 289, AB square plus 225 plus 225 goes to left hand side, negative 225. 64 equal to AB square. So taking square root, AB equal to 8 centimeter. Now the second side is 8 centimeter. Opposite sides are equal, and we have to find the perimeter or use the formula perimeter of the rectangle. Two into length plus breadth. 2 into length is 15 and breadth is 8. 2 into 23, 46. Our answer is 46, option number 1. Next question. The length of rectangle is greater by 5 centimeter by its breadth, and area of the rectangle is 300 square centimeter. Find its breadth. Let breadth is x centimeter. So length is greater than 5, that is x plus 5. Opposite sides are congruent. Let breadth of rectangle be x centimeter. So length equal to x plus 5 centimeter. Now we have to given a area, rectangle's area of rectangle. Use the formula area of rectangle. Length into breadth. Area of the rectangle, length into breadth. 300 equal to length is x plus 5 into x. Breadth is x. 300 equal to x into x, x square plus 5x. Now x square plus 5x plus 300 goes there. 0 equal to x square plus 5x minus 300 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now solve the quadratic equation. Multiplication is negative 300 and subtraction is 5. Find out the multiplication. is 300. Find the two factors which having the multiplication negative 300 and the sum is plus 5. That is 20 into 15, 300, and the subtraction of plus 20 minus 15 is plus 5. X square plus 20x minus 15x minus 300 equal to 0. Common x plus 20, common minus 15, x plus 20 equal to 0. So x plus 20 equal to 0 or x minus 20 equal to 0. First is x plus 20. First bracket is x plus 20. Second is x minus 15 equal to 0. Now first bracket equal to 0 or second bracket equal to 0. So x equal to minus 20 or x equal to 15. Length is never negative, so this is not taken. X equal to 15. So our answer is x breadth x equal to 15 centimeter. Breadth equal to 15 centimeter. So our answer is option number 1. Next question. The perimeter of a rectangle is equal to the perimeter of the square. If the length and breadth of rectangle is given 12 centimeter and 8 centimeter, then find the side of the square. Now for given, what is given? Given is length of rectangle equal to 12 centimeter and breadth of rectangle 8 centimeter. Now find the perimeter, because the perimeter of the rectangle and perimeter of the square is equal. So perimeter, find the perimeter of rectangle and use the formula 2 in bracket length plus breadth. 2 length plus 2 breadth, that is 2 in bracket length plus breadth. 2 into 12 plus 8, 2 into 20, that is 40 centimeter. And given that the perimeter of rectangle equal to perimeter of the square. Perimeter of square equal to perimeter of rectangle. And perimeter of rectangle is 40 centimeter. So perimeter of square is 40 centimeter. So perimeter of square, formula of perimeter of square equal to 4 into side. All sides are equal. So formula of perimeter of square is 4 into side, 4 into side, and value of this is 40. So 40 divided by 4 equal to side, that is 10 centimeter. So side of the square is equal to 10 centimeter. Answer is option number 1. Next question is, the areas of rectangle and square are equal. The length of the rectangle is 20 centimeter and the side of the square is 10 centimeter. Then find the breadth of the rectangle. Given is area of square equal to area of rectangle. Now side of the square is 10 centimeters. So area of the square, what is the formula for that? Side square. And area of the rectangle, length into breadth. Put the values. Side of the square is given 10 square. 10 is side. So area is 10 square 100. And length of the rectangle is given 20 centimeter. Find the breadth. 100 equal to 20 into B. So B equal to multiplication of 20 goes side change, division. It goes to division. 20's 5's are 100. So B equal to 5 centimeter. So breadth of the rectangle is 5 centimeter. Option number 4 is the correct option. If you like the video, then don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video.